This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Inside the Runner Studio. This is your host, Tom, and with me as always are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hello.
Hello.
And we're joined by our friend, Shelene. Hi, Shelene.
Hi.
I just got self-conscious about that. Did I pronounce your first name right?
Everyone says it a little different. It's just Shelene.
Shelene, okay.
Yep.
See, I was right to be nervous.
It's okay.
Well, because I think also you spell it S-H-E-N, right?
L.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
S-H-E-L-E-N-E.
Yeah. So it's two E's. Yeah, because I know that sometimes trips me up because I want to say Shelene, like
You
with an
literally
A.
always say it.
That's why I said it
A
like
lot
that.
of people say Shelene. I know. I've just stopped correcting people because everyone says it different. No worries.
Well, hey, you. We're very happy
this is
that
an
you're here.
exclusive.
Is this
You were
like?
so answered that.
Are we with the new Brianna,
Oh, yeah.
Bria?
Oh,
Is
no.
that what's happening here?
We still can't get her name right.
No, that's a lost cause. So thank you very much for being on. We really appreciate it. We're going to ask you some running related questions, some non-running related questions. But before we do, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Shelene, and I live in Alaska. I've been here for about 6 years, but I'm originally from Utah. I've been married for 21 years to my high school sweetheart.
Oh,
And I used to be an attorney, but I'm a stay-at-home mom now. I've got 4 kids. One of them has very high support needs and autism, and so I spend a lot of time taking care of her. I'm a big autism advocate. That's kind of how I spend my time, and running, of course. Love running.
Very,
I don't know.
very nice.
That's about
No,
it.
that's great. Very, very nice to, get you on here because I was saying before we started, I feel like you've been around for a long time, like with this community.
Yeah.
So I was shocked that we
I've been avoiding you guys for a long
I was
time.
shocked
Yeah,
that we
you're
had-
right. I think when we heard your
Here's the
name,
thing.
I was like, has she not been on?
Can we edit that and say that you've been avoiding Aaron?
There you go.
No.
Because Erin's the only one sliding in everyone's DMs about this. She's the only one doing actual
Yeah,
work
that's
to
true.
recruit people.
That's true.
No. Always just a scheduling issue. I'm happy to be here.
All right, so we're gonna jump right into the running related questions.
Okay.
Awesome. And I've got our first one. Do you have a favorite run of all time? It doesn't necessarily have to be a race, but just like your favorite time you ever went running. It could be a race.
I mean, I always love all the Disney races. I had tons of fun at the marathon this year running, like stopping for everything and riding rides and getting the margarita and all that. I don't know if I could pick one like particular one though. Well, okay, wait. Okay. I ran a half marathon with my family about a year ago. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. I ran with my brother and my sister-in-law.
oh, that's
And my
fun.
niece made us these stickers that said "Do it for Dad." Our dad has muscular dystrophy,
Oh.
and it has completely taken away his mobility. But he used to be a really avid hiker and hiked the Grand Canyon rim to rim, which you guys know something about, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we kind of ran that for him. That's probably my favorite
Oh,
run.
I love
Oh,
that.
That was
I love
great.
that.
Yeah,
To run with my siblings.
amazing.
that's great.
Yeah, that is
That's
really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you this is an interesting question actually for you, especially with all of your light and dark
Oh,
time
it's
things.
true.
Are you a morning, a midday, or evening runner?
It
And does it
totally
change?
depends on the time of year. Yeah,
Yeah.
it changes. In the summer, I love running. Like most of the time, I kind of like midday. Being a stay-at-home mom, I send the kids to school and then go for a run most of the time. But in the summer, I love to run like at night, like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. The whole neighborhood's quiet. Everybody's put their dogs away finally because there's some scary dogs. I love dogs, but not when they're chasing me when I'm
Oh
running.
my God.
And it's just that happens all the time. But it's just nice and quiet. The sun doesn't set until 11:30 or so in the summer, and so that's probably my favorite time to run.
that's
But in the winter,
Yeah, that's
I've
such
got to
a
run like in the middle of the
interesting-
day when the sun's out.
That's such an interesting concept.
Yeah.
To be able to run at 10:30 at night and have it still be light out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't get over it. It still is super weird, but that's my favorite time.
Do you prefer group or solo runs?
For training, solo runs, and for the races, always a group run. I love running with people at the races.
Hmm.
I'm not like a for time runner. It's just all for fun.
I feel like you've hit some pretty good goals though recently. I feel like I've been seeing you some pretty good times.
Yeah. I mean, always trying
Yeah.
to push myself, but I tend to just run with the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is a bit of a superstitious question.
Oh.
Do you wear the race shirt or premium during a race or prior to finishing the race?
So I don't, but only because I'm afraid of being shamed by other runners. I'm not superstitious about
That's
it.
fair.
I could care
Fair.
less, and it
Fair
doesn't
reason.
bother me when other people do it. Just like whatever, wear what you're gonna wear.
Yeah.
That's the
Very
realest
fair.
answer.
One time.
I love that.
There was one time I had to at one of the wine and dine races I went to. It was freezing cold, and I hadn't thought about it and brought anything, so I wore the long sleeve like under my costume. That's
But
probably the
didn't
only
tell
time I've
anyone.
ever done it. No,
You
tried
kept
to
it
keep
to
it all.
yourself.
I tried to keep it all covered up. I had the tank top over the top of it.
So that no one would shame you.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be shamed.
That's funny.
What are your go-to running shoes?
Oh, I have been on like a bit of a shoe journey. I used to only wear Brooks, and I was a big fan of the Adrenaline. And then I've tried Ghost and I've tried Glycerin, and I like those for different things. But recently I've worn Saucony, like the last year or so.
No.
The Saucony Endorphin Pros have been my favorite. I haven't tried the new ones yet, though. I actually was just putting them in and out of my cart today, trying to
I
decide.
was just talking
What-
about
what made
Saucony with
you-
somebody.
What made you make the switch from Brooks?
Well, I kept getting injured.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know, you just kind of go, like I kept getting like lower leg injuries, like shin splints, and
Yeah.
you just kind of start. So I kind of switched to a stability shoe for a
Okay.
while.
Yeah.
And then just through trying different shoes, I landed on the Sauconys at some
Okay.
point. I have a lot of shoes.
I have a lot of shoes too, but I went through the ultra phase, the
I did that too.
ATRA,
Yep.
and I wore them for years, and they were good until they weren't, and then I went back to Brooks, and now I'm kind of like, do I stay with Brooks or do I try something else?
Yeah, it's tough. And they're always changing it on you. Like
I know.
you can't just find a shoe and stick with it.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded or not upgraded, but I haven't gone from the Ghost 15 to the 16 because everyone says they feel really different. They feel more like cushioned almost, and I'm not sure if I want that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoes are so annoying
Yeah.
to like figure
They
out.
really are.
yeah. But when I first got fitted for shoes, I think the first pair I had was Sauconys. So, and I liked them. They have a really big toe box.
Oh, see,
Yeah, I
like the
always
big-
like that too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the big toe box
Yeah.
idea. That's why I
My
like
very first shoes were the New Balance. Yeah, I like
Mm.
Ultras for that reason too.
Yeah.
But I did the New Balance 1080s. Like, and way back then they had a really big toe box, but then the newer models of them I don't like as much.
Yeah. I wish they wouldn't change so many things. All right. We're going to move into the random questions. What is
Okay.
one thing that everybody loves, but you absolutely hate?
I'm gonna say seafood. Especially up here in Alaska, everyone loves seafood, and
true.
I don't like any seafood at all.
That's interesting.
I wish I did. It's good for you, and it looks so good, but no, I hate it.
It like just the flavor of it, the smell of it, all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The smell, all of it. Just
Texture,
that fishy
everything.
smell.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yes.
I love seafood so much.
So what is your favorite way to waste time online?
Oh, probably Instagram. Probably just going through and responding to people's stories.
You haven't graduated to TikTok yet?
Oh, no, I'm old. I wait until the TikTok show up on Instagram.
yeah,
There
when
it
they're
is.
on
That's
Reels.
what
There it is.
does.
Yep. That's the approach. That's the right
Or
answer.
my friends will send me TikToks. I get a lot of TikToks from my friends, and then every once in a while I'll get stuck there looking for a while, and then I'm like, no,
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
It's a time suck. I like Instagram better.
resisting it. Yeah.
All right. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Let's see. Probably, oh, there's so many. I don't know. Probably, I think it would be really cool to just be really fast so that running was really easy and fun all the time.
Like Dash.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes,
From
like
Incredibles.
Dash, that would be
Okay.
great. Although it would probably be annoying to have to slow yourself down all the time. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't have a good answer.
I like that answer though,
It's
because
pretty good.
I don't know. I could put up with having to slow myself down rather than trying to speed myself up, which is terrible.
Right. Like when I run in a group, if I'm the slowest one, like forget it. I'd rather just run by myself.
yeah.
But if I'm pacing somebody else, then it's great fun. So
There you go.
Yep.
yeah.
Awesome. All right. Are you a homebody or are you always on the go?
Definitely a homebody.
I feel that recently.
Yeah, I like being out and doing things, but most of the time I'm home with my kids and whatever, and I think I've just kind of turned into more and more of a homebody over the years. It's just
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
And I think the more you stay home, the more you like don't want to go out.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. If you had Jeff Bezos level money,
Woo.
what would you buy with it?
Gosh, I have no idea. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind that I've always said if I won the lottery, I would start an autism school for my daughter because there's nothing good for kids like that anywhere.
Mm.
So it would probably all go into
Something like that.
that kind of thing for
That
for
feels
kids and families that
better
need it.
than what
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is doing with his money.
It's fair.
100%.
Fair.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Feels fair.
It's a much better answer.
Much better answer.
Yeah.
So now we go to the James Lipton Memorial questions. And what is your favorite word?
I'm gonna go with beautiful. I just like, if somebody gives a compliment, you say like, oh, that's cute or that's pretty. But when something's beautiful or someone's beautiful, it just seems to describe more than just, how they look. I just like
Aw,
that
I
word.
love that.
Yeah.
I do too.
And what is your least favorite word?
I have a lot, but the one that keeps coming up lately is kind of Alaska specific, but the word glacier, people pronounce it like glacier.
I hate
It drives
I
me
hate that.
crazy.
Wait,
Like,
they-
are we British? Why are we talking like that? It's just a glacier.
Wait,
And it
what is
keeps
it?
coming up lately because
Glacier.
people get out
Glacier?
in this, glacier, or, it drives me. My mom says it that way.
Oh, good.
It drives me crazy.
I have
A lot of
never
people say
heard
it
it said
that.
like that.
Wow.
It's
That's
like
'cause it's
aluminium.
pronounced glacier.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, it
Like,
is.
that's fine if we're in England, but we're not. So just say glacier.
I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting.
I know. I said it's a little Alaska specific. It just drives me crazy.
That would drive me crazy too.
Yeah.
Aaron, when you write the word favorite, do you put a U in there?
I do sometimes.
No?
Ouch.
Oh,
Just
When I'm
terrible.
trying
No.
to butter up my British friends.
Spice it up a little bit.
Glacier. Glacier.
Who are you trying to
Gracias.
spice it up with? What is happening?
Neil and Dirk.
Well, I know you have British friends, but like, why?
I want to impress them.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Out of
and,
you and color.
and the Canadians too. So Catcher. I have to do it for Catcher
God.
also.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we just drove through Canada in an RV, and maybe they say it that way
Oh,
too.
maybe
I don't
it's
know.
a
I just kept
Canadian
hearing.
pronunciation.
It just seems like it
yeah.
keeps coming up lately, and it
Oh.
just drives me
Which,
crazy.
let me tell you, the pictures from your
Oh my
road trip
gosh.
Oh,
were
gorgeous.
Amazing.
insane.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was like major bucket list check
Oh
off
my
for
god.
me to see all those parts.
Yeah, every single picture that you posted, I was like, I need to be on this trip.
It was really fun.
All right. What turns you on?
That was quick. Wow.
I'm going to say empathy. Just like when somebody can kind of step into someone else's shoes and not knowing everything about the situation, not, I guess not being judgmental of other people, just having empathy.
I like that.
Good one.
And what turns you off?
Probably just the opposite of that. Just people who are selfish or judgmental. I just want people to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Like, you don't know what's going on in someone's life, so just don't judge. So when people are real like judgy or condescending, or that just drives me crazy.
I think it's a simple lesson that a lot of people should probably take.
Tom's gonna get all in the feels.
No, I think it's great. It's real. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love it. What sound or noise do you love?
My daughter is non-speaking, but she makes a lot of noise, and a lot of those noises are pretty awful, but some of them, when she's really happy and she's making her happy sounds, there is no better sound in the world, because she's happy and content, and she has the sweetest little voice. That's definitely my favorite sound.
That's amazing.
That might make me cry.
All right,
I'm sorry.
on the other end of that, what sound or noise do you hate?
When people pop their knuckles, or my teenage daughter like pops her neck.
You would
I
hate
can't
living in
stand
this
it.
house.
Oh, this house is
My
locked
teenagers
in.
drive me crazy. They'll come stand behind me and pop their knuckles. Oh, I can't handle it.
Michael does it
hate it.
sometimes, I think, like almost at this point it's almost involuntarily. Sometimes the other night he literally woke me up because he turned in the bed, and he shifted and then cracked his knuckles, and they were so loud it woke me up. And
That's
I know he
awful.
has no idea that he did it
No,
because it's so involuntary at this point.
Oh, it drives me
Laughing
crazy.
about it. But I forgot to yell at him in the morning about it. But yes, you just
I'm glad I
reminded
reminded
me
you
that this
so you could
happened.
bring that up.
I will be honest. Some on my TikTok feed, the ASMR chiropractic videos where they're cracking necks and
bodies,
backs and
yeah.
like, man, do I enjoy that. I apologize.
Oh, my husband loves to watch those. I can't even be in the room and when he's turning those on. I can't stand to watch those. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna break someone's neck. I
I
hate
don't
it.
actually mind the sound because my neck cracks pretty regularly and my knuckles crack also. But like Michael's pop like no other. Like they're loud.
It's true they are.
I feel like I don't know that this is a question for you, but I'm gonna ask it. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, I love that you think that's not a question for me. I should just go on letting you think that.
That's great.
I would definitely go with the most classic and versatile, just the F word.
Okay.
Although I've got teenagers and I'm trying to get them not to swear, and I try not to swear in front of them. So we make up a lot of curse words. And so I asked my kids, like, what do you think is my favorite curse word? And my son said cheese and rice. You do say that one a lot.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
But,
That's funny.
but yeah, I'll be honest, it's the F word for
For
sure.
some reason, I felt like you had the holy buckets kind of vibe going, but yeah,
No, like Mal.
I'm gonna need you to curse in front of me someday.
Someday.
Don't feel the pressure. You be you.
Maybe next time we're hanging out with the wicked stepsister.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there we go.
What profession would you like to attempt?
So I would have to qualify this thing only if I could be good at it, because I'm really terrible at these kind of things. But if I could be good at something, I would want to be good at something like creative, like some kind of artist or a interior designer or something like that, because I'm really terrible at all that kind of stuff. I think it'd be fun to be a little more creative minded, though.
Yeah, I get that. And what profession would you not like to attempt?
School bus driver.
Yeah,
God.
that's a great
I
one.
don't
My
know why
God.
anyone takes that job
Oof.
with, the liability and the
Yeah.
low pay and how stressful all those kids. Oh, never, ever, ever.
That's a great
Wow,
one.
that's one I've never thought of, that I don't think we've ever gotten, and I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever thought of. But that is a fantastic
That's
Totally.
yeah.
one. Shout out to all you school bus drivers out there.
I know, right? Thank goodness for them. But I think every day they pick up my daughter. She's on a special needs bus, and I just think, who are you and why are you driving this bus? Like, why would you take this job? It'd be so terrifying.
Right. All right. Well, I get the privilege of asking you our final question, but before I do, thank you very much for being on with us. It's been a long time coming. You dodged Aaron for years, and we're glad that you finally made this happen.
I'm glad she was so persistent.
Oh, she's persistent. So, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
This one's a little tough for me because nobody fears dying like a special needs parent. So I think I would just want reassurance that everyone I left behind is taken care of
Mhm.
and okay.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give? Any parting words of wisdom?
Oh, nope. Not really. Just
Love it.
no. I don't know. I'm on Instagram. Shelene goes the distance, and I love following along with people that are training for the same things. And um, super excited to run New York City. Erin's running it too,
I
right?
am. Yes.
Yep.
Very exciting. Yeah.
So we'll have to try and see whether we can make a meetup happen.
Oh, for sure. That would be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much again for being on. We really appreciate it. And I will awkwardly say, we will talk later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.